So whenever a luxury trend or controversial topic comes up, you guys will reach out and say, hey, can you do a video on this? And generally there's not enough information or there's not enough kind of talking to make up a whole video. So what I'm going to do is compile all of those ideas and then just put them in one big video so I can just fire them off. Is it genius? I know. And we'll call it Connor's Catch Up. We'll come up with the name later, but we'll be doing the video. You guys can come up with the name. So let's jump on in. Firstly though, if you are new here, my name's Connor and I like to talk about all things luxury. So if that's something you're into, I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified when I bring out new videos. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. And full disclosure, I understand that these topics may be a little old, okay? I cannot break luxury news to you. I am not the Daily Telegraph. I do work full time and, you know, I can only do what I can do. But nevertheless, I'm sure I can still provide some sort of mild entertainment to you all. And the first topic is, I don't even know what you'd call them. Like, I don't even know what you would call this trend. I know there's probably some official social media name for it, but I'm calling it the unhinged bag charm trend. And the key culprit is bloody Miu Miu making these bags and encouraging people to put everything under the kitchen sink dangling off it. I'm sorry, I understand that some people like this look. You know, you've got bloody beads and charms and a Care Bear and a bloody, I don't know, some sort of mural hanging off a bag, but I cannot stand it. I think it is unhinged. Like, it's too much going on. All I think about is all those individual charms and like beads and bloody crucifixes like scratching the bag, and imagine the noise you're walking, it's like jingle jangle. Absolutely not. I'm sorry, but I just think it looks very unkept. And I understand I am conservative in that approach, but unhinged. If I saw somebody walking around with a craft store hanging off their Birkin, I would have an aneurysm. And I am not apologizing for that. It's just, I don't know. Guys, let me know what you think. I know it's a divided topic. Some people love it, some people think it's fun, other people think it's unhinged like I do. Please let me know what you think about it, because I'm yet to see one in the wild, hence not having a blood clot. But guys, please tell me, surely I cannot be the only one that thinks it is not very nice. Next is Pharrell's collaboration with Tiffany & Co. And just a side note, Pharrell, do you sleep? Because you are collabing with every place under the sun. And I don't know if it's like an LVMH thing where like when you're in with one brand, there's like an obligation to collaborate with all the subsidiaries. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it's surely, right? Because like, you know what I mean? Like, surely. But anyways, this collaboration with Tiffany & Co. is very interesting and fucking expensive, which is to be expected. Now, the overall kind of inspiration behind it was by water, apparently. So, Pharrell's very inspired by water, and the name of this collection, Titan, draws inspiration from Poseidon, ruler of the sea. It's very The Little Mermaid-esque. So he grew up in a community in Virginia Beach with the same name of Atlantis, and the detail on all the jewellery pieces is very intentional. Well, I'd hope so. I don't think you just wing it and chuck diamonds on a piece of necklace. And the use of black titanium, it's a physical manifestation of the beauty in blackness. I actually do like titanium, not for myself, but I like the look of it. So when he was doing the mood board for the collection, the 19-piece layout had necklaces, earrings, bracelets and rings, all defined by spiked edges, nodding to Poseidon's fabled trident. Is that like the... There's an emoji for that, I'm pretty sure it's gold. The most show-stopping item of the whole collection was a $55,000 necklace, which sees the spear-shaped motif coral the neck in 18-karat yellow gold with pave diamonds. There's also a $39,000 clasp necklace and a $26,000 link bracelet composed of identical jewels. A $16,500 US 5-row ring similarly employs the expensive bling employs the expensive bling, while titanium earrings and pendants provide a dark contrast to the mix. Look, I'm all for a collaboration. Love it. The more the merrier. If Fendi and Louis Vuitton want to have sex and make a bag, go for gold. I'll be a co-parent. But I think when it comes to fine jewellery prices and they want to add the collaboration premium onto it, it's like, we can't afford that. Okay, we were struggling to purchase the sterling silver $500 Tiffany ring, and now you're telling me that the trident necklace is $55,000? Like, I don't know. Obviously, these fine jewellery collections, they're targeted to the high rollers. I don't mind the look of it, but I think like it's so much money. Like, are you going to be wanting to wear that in 2 years' time? Or is it a trend piece? I don't know. Let me know what you think, but I love looking at them. Like, I think, oh my god, it's so cool. Like, there's just diamonds and gold and all of this, but like, who is wearing that? Okay, because I do not know one person. I need richer friends, basically. New seasonal colours that have come up from Hermes are very underwhelming and definitely not my cup of tea. I love when obviously Hermes do the drops of the new seasonal colours, but this round is a bit of a snooze fest if you ask me. The first colour is called Orange Field, which is like a poppy orange, I guess you would call it. Yeah, definitely like one of my least favourite colours in general. And I have no affinity to this kind of shade of colour. Any kind of red or like orangey red, like those terracotta colours, it's just not my vibe. The second colour is Gris Misty, which is like a misty grey. Very creative name, Hermes. Again, it's a neutral and it reminds me of like lead pencil, like a graphite. That's what I think of when I see the actual colour sample. Again, like out of all the colours that you could have brought out of all the shades of grey, out of all the rainbows, you chose a pencil colour. So yeah, not my vibe. And then the last one is, I guess, my favourite of the three, but it's not saying a lot, and it is Jean Milton, which is like a very, very, very light yellow. It actually reminds me of like a wall, like something you would paint the inside of your walls 25 years ago, because it's like not white, but it's not yellow, but it's like a wall color. It's a very like an eggshell almost, or like a vanilla. But again, like Hermes is so synonymous with having like rich, bold colors, and I understand that not everything can be rich and bold, but if you're spending like $20,000 on a bag, you don't want it to be like okay, you don't want it to be the color of your walls 25 years ago. You want it to give you an orgasm, and these colors are not giving you an orgasm. Okay, these colors wouldn't even pay the bill at dinner. So yeah, I guess at least they do bring out colors frequently, like twice a year. So I guess they can't win the crown every time, but let me know what you think of these colors, because yeah, very boring. Next is the resurgence of the Christian Dior newspaper print bags. Now, of course, when we see this print, we think of your girl CB. No, not me, Carrie Bradshaw, walking down the steps of the brownstone, Big's in there chugging away on a cigar, and she's like, ooh, I'm gonna get left in the will and all those trust funds are gonna be mine. That's what she's thinking. So I think of that. The saddlebag, it just doesn't do anything for me. Like, I don't think it's ugly, but when I see it, I just think, oh yeah, it's like a saddlebag. I just don't have that love for it that I guess a lot of people do. I can see why people love it, but I just think, oh yeah, it's a saddlebag sort of thing. But I like this, like, you know, I'm a Pisces, okay? We love nostalgia. We love anything that reminds us of something that we remember, and we have good memories. Like, we remember the details of things. Like, yeah, it's just how we roll. So I'm all for a bring back. I know a lot of people are kind of sick of the lack of creativity in throwbacks with collections. Like, well, if you did it 20 years ago, it was done 20 years ago. Like, why are you revamping it? But I love that. Like, if they released a VHS, a video player, I would go and buy it. And I'd be like, oh my god, remember when we had videos? I know, I don't know why we're like this, but we've all been tarred with the same brush, and we just love the nostalgia. So that part of me loves this, but I don't know. I feel like the ready-to-wear was a bit of a letdown with the collection. I feel like they could have done a better twist on it, like incorporated the newspaper with something else. I don't know. I'm not a creative director, clearly. But if I was, I would do that. So, yeah, $7,000 for the Dior saddlebag with some newspaper on it. I mean, just $7,000 for a Dior saddlebag in general. Put a gun to my head and rob me properly, Dior. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with this one. Maybe if I saw it in person, I'd be like, but I don't think I'm going to see anyone in person carrying this bag in the foreseeable future. Well, that's wrong. I know somebody that's getting it, but I don't want to cut their grass for them. But yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a like sitting on the fence with this one, which is very out of character for me. I'm either cutthroat or liking it. So, TBA. And lastly, Gucci sales dropped 18% in Q1 amid China's slowdown in demand for quiet luxury. So obviously the conglomerate Kering Group, which owns Gucci, YSL, Bottega Veneta and other luxury brands, reported on Tuesday a 10% drop in first quarter sales as its star label Gucci faces slowdown in China and undergoes a complete leadership overhaul. I believe this because I cannot tell you the last time I went on the Gucci website, and let's just pick women's bags, for example, where it's like watching, this is what I will equate Gucci to. We all grew up watching soaps. Like in Australia, we had Neighbours, we had Home and Away, and even in the UK, they love the Aussie soaps. They love their Home and Away. Or like, what do they have? Like EastEnders, all of those Days of Our Lives. Those shows, whether you watched it 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you know you can turn on the TV and watch one of those soaps and 5 minutes into it, you're like, yep, cool, I already know what's going on. She's sleeping with him, he's killed the neighbour, got off on jail time because he did this thing for that person, saved their life, the dog saved the town. Like, you know you can watch a soap at any time and know exactly what's going on. That is what Gucci is like. You log onto their website and you're like, oh, you've still got this same bag in the same rendition that you had 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Oh, a marmon. Oh, cool. Groundbreaking. You slapped a GG on a bag and then you've put it in like a flower print, but it's the same bag. You know what I mean? Like, there's no excitement there. There's no razzle-dazzle. It's like Gucci. Like, again, like, do I have to step in and do some creative direction? I'm colorblind and I still think I could help out better. So that's probably why, and I know they're using this like, oh, the Chinese market wants quiet luxury. Well, Gucci, bring out a quiet luxury bag. Okay, it's gonna be even easy for you because you don't need to do anything. You can just literally make a plain leather bag and they'll buy it. Like, see, I should really work for Gucci. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Gucci, they don't know what they are. Like, are they the entry-level luxury brand? Because they used to be, like, a lot of their bags were quite inexpensive for the luxury game. But now they've, like, got all these bags that are incredibly expensive, like, completely out of the realm of Gucci. And then they've got other ones that are, like, more in what they used to be. I just don't know if they know who they are. Okay? So, they're all over the place. It's like, just establish yourself, bring out better bags. That's all I have to say on that. So easier said than done, but do you know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing, Gucci? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any other ideas, pop them down in the comments. Send me a message on Instagram. My account is the Closet by Connor _ I'll have it. It's always linked down below in the description box as well. Send me messages with some topics that you think that I should, you know, I don't want to say roast, but it's, I think I pretty much roasted everything here. But please let me know. I'd love it if you could consider subscribing to my channel, hit the like button and the bell button as well so you're notified when I bring out new videos. And I hope to see you all very shortly in my next video. Bye!